Good morning. Happy Saturday. How are you all doing this morning? I slept in, so that was really nice. But now I'm up and it's time to make our breakfast casserole for the weekend. We are going to be making a bacon and cheese grits casserole. So we're going to start by getting things all ready so that once the grits are done, we just mix them all up and put them in the oven. Everything's ready to go. So we're going to start with our bacon. We're not going to cook it on the skillet or in the oven just because I'm hungry. I want the food faster. So we're actually going to microwave it because for something like this where you're just crumbling it, the microwave is perfectly fine. You just want to make sure you've got paper towels on the bottom of your plate, and then you're going to put the paper towel on top so the grease doesn't splatter everywhere. So we've got our bacon. Gonna open it up. We're not cooking all of it. I cook 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 slices of bacon in the microwave. Come on. Come on. Okay. All right. Move that there. Now, I've been making bacon like this since I was a kid. It's not hard to do at all. And since we're crumbling it all up, it really doesn't matter what shape it takes. Oh, we wound up with a 6th slice, I guess. We just have to have one more slice of bacon, guys. Oh well. So you're just kind of spreading it out a bit. It's going to overlap some, and it's going to be okay. So you can kind of curve it how you need to get it all around there. Okay. But yeah, this is actually a really fast and easy way to do your bacon if you're in a hurry. So you just cover it. You're going to microwave it for 5 minutes, check on it. If it needs another minute or 2, we'll do that. All right. Pause you guys while I do that. All right, so the other thing that gets put in with kind of the bacon cheese bit is some green onion. So we're using up the rest of what we already had from the last grocery store stuff. We're going to cut off the stuff that's wilted a little. But we got some new because we need it just about every week. So we're going to just slice up green onion. And put it to the side till we need it when the grits are all done. Good and gone. Oof. Good smell this morning. And you can hear the microwave with the bacon is done for us to check. So I'll get that after I finish slicing this one. Alright, got all our nice green onion here. So it's ready to be set aside for when we need it a little later. Alright, now we're going to check on our bacon and see how that's looking. Alright, so we can see that it's cooking, but it's not crispy by any stretch, so we're definitely going to put this back in for a couple more minutes. I think I'm going to get a few new paper towels in the process. Gotta have the skills, y'all. The skills. Alright, so I'll check back in a little bit. Okay, see, these are done. They're good. Had the paper towels changed on them, so they're not too greasy. We've been able to get all that kind of sucked out of them. And now we're just gonna prop them up too. I know you guys are like, it's just a plate, but the plate has been in the microwave for a while. So actually, let's be smart and move them on to this. It has not been in the microwave. I don't think we can put it in the microwave. I know it's not the most logical cutting, but it's crumbling, and that's kind of the goal. It's exactly the goal, actually, not kind of the exact goal. Yeah, it's cooling off some. That's all we're doing, is breaking up the bacon for our casserole. Alright, now I want to get ready for the rest. Pause. Alright, now that we've got our stuff ready to go when it's time to assemble the casserole, we're going to start on the grits. Got 4 cups of water. I do 2 cups of milk, so I'll add 1 more cup than this. And then a stick of butter. I'll move you guys over 1 sec. Alright, so we're just kind of getting this going. It's going to need to boil before we add in our grits. But we've got this on a good heat. Just kind of whisk it occasionally, because we'll whisk when the grits come in. But I'll bring you guys back when it's at a boil and we're adding the grits in. Alright, I mixed our milk, eggs, and butter and heat it up and are boiling. We're going to add in our grits. 1.5 cups of stone ground grits. Everything well mixed. Alright. You can see still boiling, so we're actually going to turn the heat down. And we're just going to stir every couple minutes for about 30 minutes. I'm going to set my timer. And I'll check back in with you guys. My sous chef is helping. So I'm going to beat 2 eggs, and I've put a little pepper in there. So we're going to whisk them. And she's doing it because I've got to continuously stir the grits so they don't stick or burn. So we're getting the eggs ready. Alright. And that's all I know I'm doing. Alright. Thank you, Daddy. Yeah. So I'm going to see the eggs and pours the grits. Yeah, pour a little bit at first just to get it all kind of melted. The good way when you're kind of doing cold and hot ingredients. Yeah, so you just do just a little bit to get the mixture started, and then you add a little bit more. Yeah. Yeah, so you add gradually with hot and cold to get that base to form, to make sure it's all good. Yeah. Yeah. Get my spoon and skip the rest. Alright, thank you, Miss Diane. Now we're going to assemble our, oh, that is hot. We're going to assemble it, so let me grab the stuff to assemble it. Alright, so we have our oven preheated to 350. I'm going to pour about half the mixture. Use our spoon to spread it. Get a little bit more. A little more on the base there. Alright, so that's good. Got that going. About half. I'm going to put about half the bacon. Spread it around. There's bacon everywhere. I know I'm doing it this way, I'll be honest with you. You could also mix the bacon and the cheese in the bowl with some of the green onions and then just pour it all in there and then top with the rest of the bacon and the cheese. Following the instructions this time, but I think that's what I would do next time. As I'm sitting here going, huh, would have been just a little bit faster and it all still gets there and still tastes just as delicious. Try to make sure there's bacon in every bite. Then you're doing about 3/4 cup shredded cheese in the middle. Then you pour the rest of it on the top. Did you grab me one of my scrapers? Spread it all over the top. Alright, the recipe says to bake it like this for an hour. I'm going to be honest, we're going to check in at the 30-minute mark because it only took about 15 minutes for the grits, not 30. So we're going to check it at the 30-minute mark, and if it's all pretty well done then we're going to add the rest of the bacon, the cheese, and the green onions for about 10 minutes, and then it'll be ready to go. Alright. That is not totally correct. An hour. Right. Right. Alright, so 30 minutes, I pulled it out. It's got a pretty solid crust on the top. So it looks pretty done. I read some of the comments. A lot of other people commented the same thing I'm doing. Well, eggs are cooking. We're going to add the rest of our cheese. I got another bag, don't worry. Oh, this is not better. Got some quality back, and that'll work fine too. Similar enough in flavor. Alright, because yes, says D states, you can never have too much cheese. Bacon. Just kind of scrape. Kind of move it around. Yeah, in hindsight, would definitely have mixed all the bacon in maybe about the same amount of cheese that I put in the middle. I'd mix in A little bit more of the green onions I'd mix in just to chop with a little bit, and then I'd just top with some cheese at about this stage. So y'all can learn from me what to do instead. Yep. Alright, yeah, because it's looking real good. Real yummy. Making sure the bacon's all over. Okay. And sprinkle. Alright, we're going to put it back in the oven for about 10 minutes. And then it should be good to go. Alright, so we'll check back in then.